Hello everyone, welcome to another instalment of PurpleDon Movies, the new series where, funnily enough, I talk about movies. It's all in the title, really. Anyway, today we're talking Hunt for the Wilderpeople, the latest film to come out of New Zealand from ever-growing star director Taika Waititi. I have been looking forward to this one for months and months and months. Taika is one of my favourite personalities in the film industry today. You know, he's most well known for directing and starring in the best horror and the best comedy from 2014, which happened to be the same film, What We Do in the Shadows. And of course, he is also known for being behind the new Thor film, Ragnarok, which looks to be a pretty funny installment into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But anyway, now I'd say off the bat that Hunt for the Wilderpeople is Taika's best film yet, and that is coming off from me. You know, that's coming from me, who loved What We Do in the Shadows so much. It is only a young directing career still, but that does not downplay the quality of Hunt for the Wilderpeople. It really was an excellent film. Hunt for the Wilderpeople is hilarious, it is emotional, and it is so much fun to watch. You know, Taika's humour it's very dry, but it's got a bizarre element to it that just makes this film just so infectious and just so much fun to watch. I had an absolute blast watching this on Friday, and I'd say it's definitely the funniest film I've seen all year, and it's not even an all-out comedy. So, I don't know, read into that as you will. The film centres around a troubled foster kid called Ricky Baker, played by Julian Dennison, who I hope to see in much more stuff after this brilliant performance he gives in this one. He is taken to a new family out in the New Zealand bush, and he seems to be, you know, he's living quite a good life there, really, for quite a while, until some circumstances that I won't go into now because this will be spoiler free. That some circumstances occur which result in him and the husband of the couple that fostered him, Heck, played by Sam Neill, of course, from Jurassic Park fame, most likely. It results in the two of those basically hiding out in the New Zealand bush. But then what seems to be a fairly simple story, you know, about the two of them trying to live basically in the wild now, it turns, you know, turns so intense when it turns into a national manhunt that sweeps the whole of New Zealand, all over the news. Everyone knows who Ricky Baker and Hector Faulkner is Sam Neill's character's name. Everyone knows who they are, everyone knows their faces, and everyone in New Zealand is looking for these two people. This is where the film starts to get a bit bizarre, and this is where Taika just writes so well, and this is why he is one of the best writer-directors in Hollywood to date, as far as I'm concerned. This manhunt ends up going on for like 5 or 6 months, I think, and basically it just builds up and builds up the intensity, but it still has the comedy in there. It still has these comedic moments that give this film its unique edge. You know, it can have as much action as it does have in there, but to put Taika's humour in there as well, it just makes the film just that much better, balancing these elements of of not only the action that is in this film and the comedy, but the emotional moments that it has too between Sam Neill and Julian Dennison. It is, it's very balances all these elements very, very well, and it is a huge success of a film for me. It's not an easy film to describe because of its bizarre nature, but it's that bizarreness that is really what would draw people in. It's really what drew me in from the first minute into. I knew I was going to love this film right from the get-go. It is just very much my kind of movie. It's also a great father-son story with Ricky and Heck not liking each other at all, near the beginning of the film, but, while on the run with each other, while they have to live in the wild with each other for so long, they become quite fond of each other, and they have some very nice and quite, heartfelt bonding moments, and that, again, that is just a way in which this film was great. It did surprise me how good the chemistry was between Sam Neill and Julian Dennison, because they don't seem like a pairing that would match. I read in an interview somewhere that Sam Neill said, "I'm the grumpy one and he's the annoying one," and I don't know, I didn't read much into that, but they don't seem like a pair that would work, but my god, they really, really do. They play off each other so well, and it is so funny to watch. It is a great pairing. Simple way to put this: if you are a fan of Taika Waititi and his style of humour, and if you were a fan of What We Do in the Shadows, aside from the horror aspects, I'm sure you will very much like this film, if not love this film. It was a very easy film for me to love. It is so entertaining. It is incredibly funny, and it has the emotion in there to turn it from just a great piece of entertainment to a really legitimately great film. I would think this would be certainly in the discussion of, when thinking about my top films of this year. So please let me know in the comments if you have seen Hunt for the Wilderpeople, if you did enjoy it. If you haven't seen it, are you excited to see it? Is it one you're looking out for? Again, if you did like this video, please give it a like. Subscribe to this channel for all the new content coming. Be sure to look out for episode 9 of the Horror House podcast, coming to you tomorrow at 3 PM British time. That's 10 AM Eastern. There was a great discussion on Stephen King, and yeah, you can also check me out on Twitter. That is at the PurpleDon. Tweet me any movie related thing and I will likely respond to you. But until next time, goodbye.